Guys, it is Alan again, and I was just going to tell you guys that we are going to do a reaction video. I don't know if it's gonna take like a long of time, but I don't know. Let's see, what shall we react to? Oh no, no. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let's. What should I react to? Let's react to Storybooth, shall we? Oh. Storybooth, there we go. Okay, let's see.
On the first day of kindergarten, I was crying my eyes out after class. My mom had overlooked informing me that after school she wouldn't be picking me up, I'd be going to daycare. But when she wasn't there, I was a 5-year-old puddle of tears. That is, until a bright little girl cheered me up by asking me about myself. That girl...
Oh, that's so nice, isn't that, guys? Well, let's continue. I was just going to say that.
Her name was Sarah, and for 15 years, she was my best friend in the entire world.
Aww.
We only lived 2 blocks away from each other, so every morning before school we would bike to the corner of our conjoining streets, awaiting our smiling reunion. Our friendship...
That's so nice that she found her best friend. It is super nice. I like this. Good job. She did a very good job to find her friend like that. She will have a lot of friends in her future. Oh, and if she's reacting to this video, hey! Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. Well, let's continue, shall we?
Never faltered. If I needed someone to go to Costco with me for a quick errand, she was my girl.
Yay!
If I needed to go to an awkward high school dance, I was comforted by Sarah's presence.
Yay!
We grew up together and graduated high school as a pair.
Ooh!
During college, Sarah developed mental health issues.
Oh no!
Her sophomore year was a lonely time for her.
Oh no!
Depression and anxiety overwhelmed her.
Hold on, depression? Oh my gosh! This girl has depression? That can't be true. No way. I hope she's okay now or something.
She came home from winter break seeking treatment.
Oh.
For the next 5 months, she was really suffering. I did my absolute best to support her via text, calls, and FaceTime, encouraging her to give it her all to get better.
Good job.
Unfortunately, at the end of those 5 months, Sarah chose to stop fighting her battle and ended her life. A decision which halted mine. I had never lost someone that close to me. It was just before 5.
She committed suicide. Oh my god. Oh my god, don't do that. Don't do that. Who would do that? Oh my god, guys, don't do that. I'm scared to watch again, but let's continue.
Finals, a challenging time on its own, and I wanted to be able to study so I could finish out my sophomore year strong, but I was really weakened by the grief I was experiencing. It was hard for me to sleep. I tossed and turned at night, unable to stop thinking about how much I missed her. During the day, I felt waves of sadness where all I could do was cry and wish that it was all a bad dream.
Don't.
My journey with grieving, while sad, was healthy. I shared what I was going through with my roommate, Talene, and she would cook me meals when I didn't feel like it, and patiently listen to my concerns. My boyfriend provided a reliable source of comfort and endless hugs. I also confided in my occupational therapy professor, who did know what I was going through because her own brother had committed suicide. She gave me plenty of helpful resources, from quotes to studies of grief, and healthy ways to cope with pain. She also wisely said that while I will always have a hole in my heart for Sarah, the wound around that hole that is so tender right now will heal as I find closure.
Good job.
I will never stop missing Sarah. Mental illness is not widely understood. You are allowed to feel pain and, like Sarah, to be tired of fighting mental illness, but you are not allowed to give up. We are all the authors of our lives, and instead of ending your sentence with a period, choose to do so with a semicolon. Breathe, pause, regroup, and then seize another day. You've gotten through every day before this, and you will get through the next.
that was amazing to watch. Amazing. Wow, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. It's okay if she's still dead. You can still feel her in your heart. I mean, if she's stuck in your heart, that's when she'll ever be. You wouldn't take her out of there. You'll always have a little part of her in your heart. All the memories that you do with her, everything. Well, let's watch another one. Let's go. Wow.
Growing up, I was always kind of the different kid. See, what made me so unique was that I was a Jew living in a Christian-dominated town. There was only like 2 to 3 of us Jews living in a 600-man middle school, which is about 0.3%. Everyone knew it, and they were all cool to me. Unfortunately, I've also been the butt of many Holocaust jokes. However, one joke incident stood apart from all the rest. It was 6th grade, and I was prepping for social studies. At the time, I wore a very big jacket to school. The hoodie always stuck out, kind of like an open mailbox. Behind me sat 2 kids. One was one of my close friends, and the other was a strange kid that I never talked to. In the middle of class, I felt a rustle in my hoodie, and so I paused to check. There was a flashcard there, and it depicted an anti-Semitic symbol with the words "Hail" around it. On the other side...
No. Why? Why would you do this? No, why would you do this? His best friend betrayed him. Oh my God. No. Who would do that? Who would do such a thing? Oh my God. It is getting big sad, but let's continue.
Was a degrading racial term I'd rather not say. Reading a note like that is like having a mental slap in the face, as I was in shock as well as pain. And worse, I didn't even know which of the 2 kids actually committed the crime. I reported it to the teacher. Luckily, we were able to go to the library as a class, and so she had plenty of time to pull them over. I didn't overhear everything, but I saw them yelling, pointing at me, then pointing at each other, over and over again. They were both called to the office, and I never saw them. Until lunch. By now, everyone had heard about it. Many kids sent their condolences, some just left it alone. Later on, I went out onto the blacktop that very lunch, and I saw my friend looking really gloomy near the gym. I told him my disappointment in him, and I let him know that this can't happen again. I think I'm gonna get expelled, he sobbed. Really? What? I cried. The office is also gonna take care of the other kid as well, he said. That night, I told my parents, who too also felt like they got a mental slap in the face. My mom and dad, after texting the school board about a billion times, received a call from my friend's mom. Over the phone, the mom told how sorry and embarrassed she was, but it didn't make me feel any better. Eventually, the vice principal told my parents that nobody would be expelled, much to my great thanks. However, as I said to my friend, they said that this can't happen again, and that's how it ended. I think one thing that people can learn from my story is that the deliberate harassing of people who are different from you is unacceptable, as we are all created equal. However, I still get anti-Semitic slurs thrown at me from time to time, and some of these people are even my best friends. So overall, if you are the bully or the bystander, then be sure to stand up towards the common threat. After all, I don't want anybody who's watching this to go through what I went through.
Wow, this story was wowie. It is kind of true. It reminds me of this cat, and it reminds me of something that I had a friend, and he was black. He was a girl, and we wouldn't talk to him because we all were like white, you know. And then one of my friends came. I come to them. I was like, "No, I'm not staying with you, losers. If you call him black, that is racist." And my best friend comes with me too, and now we're the best friends ever. You couldn't possibly go away from us. We're like besties, you know. Just gotta go to my friend's school, and everything was just going back again. Well, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I think I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.